Good morning, everyone. My name is Gabriel Aguirre. So I am the reporter. So continue our report title is the fingerprint identification and comparison. So our lesson one that I have for today's fingerprint examination at a crime scene. So you are the examiner of the fingerprint examiner. This is method or procedure that you use. Usually of the fingerprint recognition is to hold into a case to search for latents begin looking for the point of break into entry, the door or window through which to enter the building. So first you need to search the latent begins for usually starts searching front door and some windows. Then if a window is provided, so that's a place of entry. Then intruder will remove some pieces of the glass to make this entry. So sabi dito, when the window is broken down, so there probably comes the possible entry of the suspect. Then examine the broken glass, examine each pieces carefully, and also inspect the pieces remaining within the frame, and look around the window frame or the jump. So, pag sinabing door jump, the edges of the door. Then, door jump as well as to remove as broken glass pieces. After the point entry has been examined for finish. So, you know the window frame is easy. Sinners ko siya, yung lumabas ko yun. So, and the next you do is to try the picture and remove it. So, dito na pupasok yung speech na tinatawag. So, ayan, picture it with remove it or wala ka in the crime scene. Through building a follow the researching everything along the way to find your touch. The most likely place to look for prints are on a place or safe from valuable were taken. In private residence, from personal belongings of weapons stolen. So, if you examine, if you focus, you are focused on the possible yung pinaka-goal ng suspect na going like yung robbery, doon ka sa mga safety boxes. Doon ka mag-search ng fingerprint. Like, yun nga, sa dito, sa jewelry, silverware, or money. So, examine small jewelry. Yan. If the then it will to examine small jewelry box, then lock box, and bureau drawers in any place that your valuables can be with. Then yan, sabihin dito, yung mga possible na yung suspect to gain the yung kanyang mga kumpanya ba yun. So, next is in the open commercial established look around the open safe or if you are look around, like you find yung open safe, smash cash box, broken disc, like so, doon yung magkasimula test ng fingerprint or mag-finance. Any questions? So, next is how to protect the crime scene. So, first of all, is also how to protect the crime scene. Like your last year, we will play the crime scene or the proper procedure or how to protect and to collect the evidence from the crime scene. So that the first duty of the fingerprint technician, the crime scene is to get anyone, both not only police, but also the civilian. So both police and civilian to keep hands out. Hands off. No one touch anything until search fingerprints finished because touching objects can destroy important evidence. So yun nga, sabi dito. Kaya magdadagdag ng privacy or resolution place to give boundaries the civilian and the privacy area. Then next, people at the scene often want to leave drawers, safes, discs, and jewelry box to see what's solid. But this curiosity can damage valuable fingerprint evidence. So, one of the sin of the Filipino is the curiosity. While once you forget something, parang di mo mapigilan na tignan yun or gawin yun. Yan yung pinakano. Yun yan sa dito. The curiosity is the one of the one basis of combination of the fingerprint and para matabunan yung fingerprint ng suspect. Then, after the detention phase searching for latent frames, people will normally visit place shown fingerprint test. This time, for elimination purposes, so investigators can separate the prints, residents, or workers from the prints of the possible suspect and violent suspect. So, the examiner not only the examiner kumukuha rin siya ng mga fingerprints to the civilians to identify the suspect and also the identify the suspects and or yung mga hindi kasali sa sa crime na naganap. Then, even crimes like murder or fingerprints are usually found because criminals spent or were used during the struggle. So, and so many crimes na yung pinakamaraming yan. Tapos, fingerprint na nakita is yung murder. Because, murder, yun nga, sabi dito, more fingerprints are usually found because the criminal spit more or nagpapawis and appears during struggle. So, once do the crime, we need to, the suspect we need to, ng force. Then, nagpapasyon siya ng sweat. Then, the sweat is the, one of the, na nag-iiwan ng fingerprint. So, once na, like yung, once yung, basta yung fingerprint mo, then, tinapos doon sa isang bagay, is, mag-iiwan talaga ng fingerprint. Bakas mo na. investigators should focus on objects touched during the crime, especially weapons or items used in the attack. Ito talaga yung pinakakunay parang focus ng examiner to gain the fingerprint or to find the fingerprint and to identify from the suspect. Then next is instead of checking the entry point, data fingerprints usually invisible because surveillance will then surface the radius of the fingerprint. So we know that fingerprints is invisible or sa naked eye natin. Surface from lalo na sa mga smooth and shiny surfaces like glass or metal, space becomes visible with light reflects of the sweat. Sa sabi ko kanina, sa kawis or sa sino pa kawis ng ating mga kakamay sa next. How much of appropriate of necessary to provide identity? So last meeting, this reason, limang go, na-mention ito limang go. Sabi dito, there is no fixed rule on how much or how many fingerprint needed to prove the identity.
Kami
It
pa lang
depends
yung
the
section
expert
na
opinion and ability to explain much in the word.
sabi kasi
So,
naman mo yung
although fingerprint file is depend on the examiner or experts of how many prints, how many matching range characteristics to kung ano yung i-prove or ano niya sa court para i-present. Then, however, many worshippers see or majority see at least 12 matching range characteristics between two friends before confirming identification. In some rare cases, or some accidents, or few lang, as 6 matching characteristics. But this usually happens in it's only if the print pattern is very unusual and it's highly trusted. Whenever possible, the prints should be photographed before they are developed. So, if the fingerprint, you need to photograph like yung ginawa natin nung last activity natin. A fingerprint technician must always carry notebook to record important details because cases may be brought performance even years later. So, all the technician or the examiner, we need to dala ng notebook to take note or yung mga nakuha niya doon sa crime scene. Para hindi niya pa makalimutan. Notes help the technician remember facts and show for the investigation over careful and thorough. So, the notebook, the examiner notebook is help the technician to present or parang nagiging guidelines niya sa court. Kahit ilang pang taon yung bipas daw. The technician may refer to refresh, sabi ko kanina, to refresh memory, especially na writing during the investigation. The technician should also make simple sketch of the crime scene, noting like doors, window, furniture, and their measurement and position. This helps show relationship between objects and important explaining the crime scene in the court. So, the examiner not only to gain the fingerprint, but also examiner do the sketch, the the position of one thing, the distance, the aside from the photograph, nagagawa pa sila ng sketch for double. Basta before. May tanong kayo?
Wala.
So, next is things that must not be done at the crime scene. So, this is the yun nga, parang pinaka from the if you search the crime scene, we need to follow the procedure, the does or does does and does. This is first is do not powder the entire crime scene. So when the do not powder the entire crime scene, any idea? Bakit hindi kailangan i-powder sa entire crime scene?
Mali ka po ngayon. Pag pinagdala ka.
Any idea? Any idea? Yan. One of the causes of the kung bakit hindi pinapowder yung crime scene. So, yung the possible fingerprints is possible na na matabunan or yung mga evidence na is mag-cause ng constant contamination. Then, do not develop fingerprints without photography. So, if you develop lattice fingerprints without photography, your fingerprints na nalit mo is fingerprints in the court is useless. So, kahit galing din sa suspect kung walang photograph na pinuun or nalit mo sa is magiging useless yung evidence. So, next is do not remove the object without photographing. So, almost the same dito sa number 3, sabi dito do not remove the object without photographing. When you remove the object or the evidence, you need to take a photograph or picture to prove that you gain evidence from the crime scene. So, parang hindi lang simula kundi hindi lang pag ginawa mo kundi yung parang crime scene parang before and after kasi. Next is do not develop visible fingerprints. Photography is needed. So, if you develop the visible fingerprints, you need to hindi na yan talaga yung pinaka niya is photography. So why the photography is important when you examine the fingerprints? Any idea? So bakit all of this we need to use photography?
Ito sa GoPro. GoPro. Tasya ka.
Why photography is included overall. My opinion is because it's preserved for the court presentation. Next one is to for the record purpose. And so.
Mr. Ramos and additionally, the photograph used for preservation. So many, so parang maraming tao kasi fingerprints, how many days can be destroyed, but the photograph it takes long years, so many years before magbukas or contaminate. Next is flattened fingerprint examination process. So, this is the process. Like examine Latin fingerprint. So, we need to read number 1. Who wants to read? I think so, sabi dito ko yung fingerprints, may different ways. We have 6 different ways to how to collect the fingerprint. The first is the respiration mark. May guess ng ano pa, what's na your finger. Then, the next step is to develop mark to your powders. And for the powder paper, or notebook is chemical, and the other thing is the parang pinaka-prepare na or gagamitin na chemical to parang gamitin yung mga ridges.
Anong inhydrate yung ginagamit para sa paper?
Paper.
Anong inhydrate na? May solution ba?
May ano yung last na ano na report is na ano yung na-edit. Like yung
Di ba kasi pag sa paper tsaka notebook, may inhydrate solution.
amin yung lakad. Okay, number 2. Okay, ihan. This is ihan. Is pala.
If the mark is correct, I would like to see a dental concentration by using powder to show you units. Usually, it is not advisable to brush because there is a tendency to destroy the mark. It is worth having faith but severe.
Thank you. So, number 1 is of the finger. What is to use when you counter the clean finger? Then number 2 is to dirty finger naman. So, the first is the take a photo or picture. Recommended naman siya. Then the worst is like you see. Ito enhance using the powder to show the radius. Yun yung develop the fingerprints. You need to powder using. We have marami tayong mga powder na na ginagamit. It depends to places when you find the fingerprints. Sabi dito ba, usually it's not advisable to brush because there is tendency to destroy the mark you're rubbing on. Hindi rin siya advisable na mag-use ng brush because tendency na to-destroy yung radius, yung impression. Number 3. Finger marks.
Is needed in development.
Okay, thank you. If you wanna find the fingerprints or the patterns in gums, chocolate, cheese, melted candles, pati or paraffin, you don't need to develop. Just take a photograph or the picture. Next.
Blood marks to development for the word.
Thank you. So, ayun nga yung ano guys, when you encounter the blood marks, the development, because the blood marks is nothing in patent. You need to use photograph or the camera to take the blood marks. Then number 5.
Marks have shown on the task. No development, again, photography is required.
Okay. So number 4. If you see the show in the desk or the window in Lumi or Manito, you need to develop. Again, parang ginawa lang sa number 4, you need to take a picture. Number 6. Sino ang gusto ko ba? Kasi
Marks an already or trace object. No develop of a full photography or software object.
okay. So, when you find the fingerprints and already order the subject, no development, also no development for the photography software object. When you develop when they order subject, the powder that you use is parang magadikitan doon hindi mo you need to clarify the radius, the bar, and the delta. Kaya you need to photograph again to take the picture. So we have next is the types of fingerprints. We have the 4. May ano pa ba dito? May tanong pa dito?
Yung sa
Process na rin siya yung parang ginawa natin to how to alert yung fingerprint in a fingerprint card. Yeah.
plastic ring,
Plastic.
and
Okay. Ito naman yung sa sige ano lang natin parang short review na lang. When you say Latin prints, invisible or naked eye, when you say Latin fingerprints, invisible and naked eye, or you need to develop or use the chemical to say the fingerprint or the radius and identify what is the type of radius. Then, when you say patent prints, visible prints, like the prints we find in the blood, na parang gamit ng blood, ng ink, and dirt. So parang kita mo natin, ma-identify mo na. You need to, di ba na kailangan i-develop?
yes.
Then, number 3, plastic prints, three-dimensional, parang kaysa ka tumingin is makikita mo yung fingerprint. Ito na nga, like yung sa wax, sa soap. Kahit anong sa kanya, kahit ikot-ikutin mo siya or makikita mo yung fingerprint na clear din siya. Sabi pa dito, detail, preserve which detail clearly, it can be cast or photographed without additional processing. So you do not need to develop or like Latin prints to see the radius and identify the fingerprints. Number 4, ink recorded prints deliberate the ticket volume or placing fingerprint on the ink surface into paper or digital media. So ito yung ginawa nating activity yung sa baba sa ankles flap, then roll, then roll and parang kukuha mo siya ng roll at saka rest lang. So, identify that. Any questions? So, next is classes of Latin prints. So, ayan sa taas, sino magbasa? Bigyan na ng chorus.
Latin prints are further classified by their quality, interpret, unity, or identity. For Latin prints, there are two identity, specific elements must be present and verifiable.
So, quality is parang naka-level siya. Level sa class. Then, dito sabi dito, observe as from identity, specific elements must be
Fireable.
viable. Then, we have three class of Latin fingerprints elements for proof of identity. Based on clarity, and rich details, Latin prints are grouped into class to determine their usability. So number one, who wants to read? The last one. First, number one, I need last one.
Last one, high quality prints may complete details, vision is for positive identification.
So yun, thank you. So, in ang class 1, dito nakapalog yung mga high quality prints with complete rich details or sufficient support positive identification. So, parang walang questionable about rich and how to identify the fingerprint in ang class 1. In ang class 2 naman,
Partial prints will have their characteristics to allow for potential identification or identification.
Kaya din, nakalimutan naman dito yung although na maganda yung niya, but hindi siya sapat to identify the rich characteristics or kasi we need to count the rich counting. Possible na too much ink or kulang. Number 3. Class 3. Monteveres.
Class 3, poor quality prints with limited presently contain unusable or getting findings, not for positive identification.
So parang in ang class 3, ito yung mga not identifiable terms talaga yung mga parang limited or unclear details. Ginagamit lang ito siya for elimination and enclosable findings. So hindi talaga siya ginagamit for kasi ayun nga malabo, hindi mo ma-identify or pag i-identify is possible na kulang yung rich count mo or sobra and hindi mo ma-identify yung correct or any questions? Next is elements. Thank you everyone.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sigrid Suarez from Identity Developer. My topic is all about the analysis for movement of identity. So, the analysis of group identity is the fingerprint examination used by the forensic expert to determine if the two fingerprints came from the same person or the same fingerprint. These are the process. The first one is the likeness of general pattern of the fingerprint. So, first examiners compare the overall fingerprint pattern. So, we already know that there are three general types of fingerprint patterns, which are the bird, heart, the quantitative likeness of rich characteristics. This involves the number of marking rich characteristics between two fingerprints, while ordinary studies require a minimum number of marking points. Modern examination focuses on the overall agreement of its video. So in this process, the examiner shows the reasons, the examiner shows the rich characteristics they see in the fingerprints that they are comparing. So before we have a old method that we have a required minimum number of characteristics to prove that the two fingerprints is the same and from the same person. But today, in modern examination, it only focuses on the overall agreement of each detail. So if the two fingerprints that they are comparing has the same rich characteristics, if, for example, this print, the other print is have rich characteristics of bifurcations, and this fingerprint is also have bifurcations. They can say that the two fingerprints is from the same finger and from the same person. So lastly is the likeness of location of rich characteristics. This examines the exact position and relationship of rich details. The rich characteristics must appear in the same location, direction, and facing relative to each other. So in this process, it is the final and most precise step that examiners do. It's just that it isn't enough to have the same size and number of details. They must also be in the exact same position relative to each other. So the examiners determine that the rich characteristic must be in the same location or spot in the finger that they are comparing, and the rich characteristic must be the same direction, having the direction or point in the same way. Lastly, and the rich characteristic of the two fingerprints that they are comparing must be have the same distance or spacing between the rich, and it must be identical. So next po is the nature of rich characteristics for absolute identification. So who wants to read?
Because the arrangement of figures is unique for every individual, fingerprints can be used to offer recognition. So that's the definition of the rich characteristics. So everyone now has a tiny unique lines on their fingers. So we have a unique fingerprint that everyone has, and it cannot hindi siya maaalis sa tao hanggang hindi siya nasisira, or hindi na basta-basta na nagaya na ganyan. Dapat yung talagang masisira yung talagang kamay. So doon lang siya nasisira or nanananggal. So these are the common types of rich characteristics. I know that you already know that. To refresh your brain, I have something here. What is rich characteristics?
review is these are the refractories. The first one is the ridge and range. A ridge that suddenly bifurcation, a ridge that splits into two branches. So, a small dot-like ridge, dot island. Short ridge, a ridge shorter than normal. A small ridge connecting ridges. So this. A ridge that's big and then regions and close. And the last ridge is the short branch coming from a ridge. That's all there. So the next topic is basis for fingerprint comparison. So the one principle of fingerprint comparison is permanence and fingerprint. So why? Fingerprint start to form in a spatial state and it remains consistent in the navigation throughout the person's life. So and there's no person having the same fingerprint. So even identical twins doesn't have the same fingerprint. That's why it is unique. Then for the saying the two details, these are the primary basis for identification. So everyone of us has a different kinds of miniature. So this unique ridge details such as these are the bifurcation, for opposed bifurcation, double bifurcation. And for the pattern analysis, learn one details. These are the overall video and it is classified into three basic patterns such as the arcs, loops, and curves. So for the methodology, the ASP process, experts compare fingerprints using the ASP method, a systematic approach for evaluating prints. So what is ASP? The ASP stands for Analysis, Comparison, Evaluation, and Verification. The analysis and comparison has already been discussed by Ms. Flores for a review. So yung analysis, where the examiner analyze the Latin print if it can be used as evidence. We will check if it's yung mga things na doon is magagamit pa siya kung meron ka or hindi. Then for comparison, the examiner will compare the known print and the Latin print if they have similarity. Then for evaluation, this process the examiner will evaluate or study the conclusion of the Latin print that we analyze and compare. So there is three possible evaluation: the identification, different for the non-identification and communication. So for the identification, means that the examiner examined the Latin print and the known print came from the same source because they have a lot of similarities. Then for the non-identification, it means that the examiner examined the Latin print and the known print that they are not from the same source because they do not have the same patterns and print. So we have Pero silang magkakaiba, kasi sila pareho, kaya siya non-identification. Then for the inconclusive means that the examiner cannot decide because the Latin print maybe incomplete siya or kulang siya sa details. So hindi siya may examine. Kaya mapupunta siya dun sa inconclusive. Then for the verification, this is where another examiner will examine so yung may another examiner para i-check yung na-examine na natin print. So in this process, para make sure nila kung tama ba talaga yung process na ginawa ng naunang examiner. So yung importance ng process na to is to avoid bias and para hindi magkamali. May dalawang nagpala ng budget dito yung so yung examiner, the examiners will look for a specific point of identity. So yung examiner din sa computer. After ma-check ng tao, computer na naman yung mag-check. Then methods of comparison of the different and standard. So the following are the methods that will be used for the actual comparison. So ordinary method, the marking of the point of identity, which is close to the margin of the computer and the standard case, indicated by numbers arranged in and clockwise direction. So for the ordinary method, the examiner will compare the Latin print and the known print. So, for example, they saw a similar case in Latin print and known print. So, they will draw a line, then number. Then yung numbering dun is pa-clockwise. Then, there is three kinds of ordinary method, the simple method, and modified and throw. So for the simple method, the identical points of everything of the arguments are drawn in the straight line in red and to the margin. The each terms which were marked are numbered in distributive order. So for example, Latin print. Tapos ito naman yung So, for example, may nakita sila dito, ito yung delta. Dito may delta din. So, mag-draw sila ng line, then tapos nalagyan nila ng number 1. Then dito din. So, ganun. So, pag may nakita pa sila ulit na pareho din characteristic, so nalagyan ulit nila ng number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yung palagay ng number is clockwise. So, for the modified, almost the same, but the difference is
nagpasa. Part niya yun. Hindi, part pa rin siya ng methods. Part pa rin ng methods. Sige, brief explanation mo na lang yung kasi baka natin yun. Basahin. Balik mo lang, balik mo lang. Yan. Diyan, basahin mo lang daw.
The overlay method is often suggested by some examiners to illustrate identity or non-identity. One approach is to place a transparent overlay or enlargement of the print and mark the rich characteristics with a suitable room instrument. The same overlay is then placed over an enlargement of the print which must be the same scale of the print and the corresponding rich characteristics are noted. Operation this method is to make transparent photographic enlargement of the print prints between different colors. In the case of the native baby yellow, in those plain print baby blue, the little print is then superimposed over the ink print. Then matching images will appear green, while non-matching images will appear either yellow or blue. Of course, other colors have been used. Any idea?
So yung ano daw yung overlay method, that really marks these characteristics. So we have two different characteristics. One is you question or from the transit, and two is the other or from the samples. So they enlarge the accumulate photos then with the transparent so they so dapat nila yung dalawang gigawin photos or transparent then titignan nila yung scales yung pack then pagkalapat titignan nila kung pantay or kung ano dahil sa titignan sa pack kung nila yung dalawa kung papalitan so kapag same sila ng patterns and mga characteristics so lalabas doon na yung point of questions and yung standard is the same format.
Buo. Tax. Basahin mo. Basahin mo.
Sige, balik na ako. Ikaw na lang kung paano. Balik na lang. Kaya hindi na ako. Si Daddy.
Yan.
it is placed on the top of the other garnishment and fixed in the mount. The strip are then removed and replaced one at a time within the underlying details of the case. Impressions the visual comparison proceed one strip at a time. So yung photographic strip method, so is a method that we use for the graphical enlargement by comparing yung two fingerprints. So first daw is yung enlargement, yung Latin print na nakuha natin. So ikakat natin or puputulin in a literal strip. After nun, ipipaste natin yun sa ibabaw niya or sa top na other enlargement natin. So dalawang enlargement natin. After nun, i-fix yung ridge map. And then, after na napatong na i-remove natin and i-replace natin ng one time para mag-manipulate or makita natin yung pinaka-underlying details na underlying details ng ink sa enlargement na yun. So, because of those methods, kaya natin siya i-visualize and i-compare yung dalawang enlargement na yun. Yung two fingerprint ba na yun is nanggaling sa isang person lang.
Si Umapas.
Seymour Grace method. The lament and Grace are both complete. One tracing paper, one tracing by the comparing myself. Prepare composing one of your value and viewing them with highlighting, by tracing each point between the lament and the known grace of balance.
Piano daw, piano. Piano. Okay, wala ko yan.
More placement. So yung natin think, so meron tayong dito sa small, we have two kinds of impressions. So yung Latin and yung English. So natin yung mga hindi natin nakikita, yung English, yung nakikita na natin. And we both copy ito sa trace paper or pareho natin silang ito copy doon sa papel. Then the two tracing are then compared. So pag-compare natin yung dalawang tracing na yan by superimposing. Yung isa, over the other and viewing them with a backlight. So yung isa, titignan natin siya by viewing ng yung sa next report ko nakaraan, gagawin natin siya by doing the lighting, yung para mas makita yung impressions ng malinaw. Then yung isa naman, tracing is with the Latin. Ito naman, yung tinitrace naman natin yung isa, yung Latin, para mas ma-visualize siya. And pag nakita na natin, at pag nalo na yung French, makikita na natin yung comparison na nangyari.
Piano. Piano.
Polygon method. Polygon method, also called the Venn method of demonstrating identity, requires photographic enlargements of the Latin technique prints. Both must be made at the same scale. Small pinpoint holes are punched in each enlargement at the corresponding range characteristics. The enlargements are then reversed and straight lines are drawn connecting to the point punch. If the polygon of pinholes between the Latin and the ink print matches, the identity is declared. Sa polygon method naman, polygon method stating that the Latin print and the recorded print was compared by pinpointing or making pinhole to the rich characteristics that are the same with the recorded and the recovered Latin prints. So that is it. So if the pinpoint is the same and the number was 8 to 12 up and above or 8 to 12, so the identity is declared and the polygon method is correctly correctly done and can be brought from the court for determination.
Ano po? De La Cruz. Bungal sila. Okay. Pads. Tama.
So Osborne grid method consists of photographing the latin and imprints and making photographic enlargement of each standard grid of equally sized squares is superimposed on each enlargement with the squares of each grid occupying identical position on each print. Both prints are examined squares per square and the points of identity in each are noted. And if all the available points in each square are identical between the latin and the long print, then an identification and individualization is declared. So, when we talk about Osborne grid method, we have to copy and look at the Latin print and the imprint. So, saan yung kanya? Yung fax so, there's a picture about since the network is so I will demonstrate it on you. So, example, this is the ink and the Latin. So there are squares drawn firstly. And also on the Latin print. So how does the investigators or shows or demonstrate how to use this? So first they will write numbers and also letters. So with this, and so on. So by that, so they will compare the ridge or ridge characteristics. So for example, in this ink or the ink print from the suspect or the persons of interest. So for example, there is the enclosure here, also enclosure here, and bifurcation. Bifurcation and bifurcation. So by that they could compare. So by comparing, they will also notice if the ink print and dotted print will look the same. So by that, they will notice or they will have an idea or that will make easier for it to be classified if the suspect is compared or having same which characteristics on the Latin print found the characteristics on the characteristics. That's all.
Study po ng fingerprint examiner kung pwede daw po na so in this stage po, the examiner will study the fingerprint to determine if it's suitable for comparison po. Kung clear or yun, wala pong does not have clear details or pictures, this is either not suitable, and the examination is not suitable po. So, if the fingerprint has enough quality and visible characteristics, the examiner in the analysis, during this process, the examiner identifies the important features that will be used for comparison po. So, as well as the tolerance and acceptable variation. So, the examiner may also examine the physical features as long as the deltas, the curvature or the start of the check to indicate where to start the comparison. So, next is comparison. So, it is performed by analysis. I analyze over three studies for all fingerprints. And that's for the difference side by side. So, marami na examine yung dati fingerprint na non-fingerprint na side para mag-gaya kung yung fingerprint na is gaya sa isang tao. And then, the examination ng yung fingerprint tapos yung examination ng So in this stage, the examiner makes the final decision regarding sa comparison po ng fingerprint. So the examiner determines whether the print comes from the one source po. So dito po sa evaluation, ito lang kung mag-make ng final decision ng examiner kung fingerprint po na yun ang kaya po sa isang tao. So, dito po sa verification po. Here po, sinasabi po dito na so, the verification po, another one po sa examiner will be conducted examination.
Yung balsok.
Either support or challenge or verify.
Yung balsok. Verification po. Sabi mo nila na there's other fingerprint examiner na mag-iisang po sa dalawang fingerprint po na yun na para po mas mag-iisang po doon tapos either support po yun or mag-challenge po sa ordinal findings po para ma-sure po yun yung conclusion ng free from errors po. So, what are the results in the expected from fingerprint analysis? So, first one is identification. So, it means the fingerprint is confirmed to have been made by known source such as victim and suspect. So, next one is inclusive. So, it means that the latest print is not matched to the known source such as suspect and personal interest. So, number 3 is inclusive. So, it means that the examiner cannot determine whether the fingerprint belongs to known source or intuition or unknown details. So, number 4 po is non-suitable. Kumbaga, non-suitable po. Ano po, wala po siyang clear na distraction. Kumbaga, may partial po, may kulang po sa partial fingerprint. Kaya po siya gamitin sa comparison po. So, the next po is what are the limitations of fingerprint analysis. So, first po, it says that when comparing fingerprint or latent print collected cannot be identified a person or soul. So, kung baga, pag pinakita ko latent print sa crime scene, hindi mo po siya pwedeng identify ng yun lang siya. Kailangan po, meron po siyang ito-compare sa ibang tao or sa suspect or sa database, sa fingerprint database po.
rather than identify the perpetrator. So, another limitation clause says that the fingerprint analysis cannot determine the time when the print was left on the surface. Kumbaga, sinasabi lang po dyan na hindi po kaya determine ng fingerprint analysis kung kaya po na lagay po yung fingerprint dun sa isang surface. And there is currently no scientific method to establish how long the print has been present. So, this means that even a suspect fingerprint is found at the crime scene, it does not have necessary to prove when or under what circumstances it was placed there. So, sinasabi ko po dyan is, kumbaga yung suspect ko ngayon, nangyari na place ko yung fingerprint niya sa crime scene. Kumbaga, hindi po nga po it does not have necessary proof when or under what circumstances it was placed there. So, another limitation po, yung fingerprint analysis po does not have revealed the personal characteristics po. Kung nag-analyze ko ng fingerprint, hindi mo ma-identify yung age or gender po ng isang tao. So, factors affecting natin fingerprint po. So, baka mo lumakas?
Pilit eh.
Ganyan yung success.
Success of recovering land fingerprints utilizing conventional methods, conditions, existing, heat or handled, rebrush and powder or by the use of objects, Latin prints, examiners must possess some general knowledge as like these factors so that knowing them would assist him in understanding the exclusive and fragile nature of Latin prints. Latin prints should be planted as soon as possible, even though they may be successfully developed by founders several days after they may have been left on an object. Developing, collecting, and preserving fingerprint evidence should be given priority in gathering all forms of physical evidence at the scene of the crime. If attention is not given there is always a possibility to lose their values due to careless or premature handling of objects.
So next is the success of recovering valid means using conventional methods. Depends on several conditions before recovering an after fingerprint is necessary. This method includes the use of brush and powder techniques and chemical processing. So the effectiveness of these techniques varies depending on the factors such as surface, type, environmental conditions, and how the object was handled. So sinasabi lang po dyan na nakadepende po sa surface ng object or sa pag-handle mo ng fingerprint. Because of this, the examiner must have sufficient knowledge and understanding this doctor. This helps examiner recognize the indication of the nature of certain fingerprint which can easily be altered or destroyed. Furthermore, this fingerprint should be processed as soon as possible, although it can sometimes still be developed days after left on the surface. But the quality of the is not accurate. Alam mo daw yun?
Mas better yung the order sa pagkakas ng impressions also obliterated and defining these characteristics. Second, subject factors or physical characteristics of the individual. Unless we have distinctive security remarks led by a male or female human being. For those males belonging to young female adults, picture traits are how to be finer than those of men or women and women. However, it was also found that 5 videos indicate on the article that non-labor as sufficient or independent willingness. Therefore, an attempt to identify the trait as the female is applicable. The tabular modeling with epidermal videos will show the true picture of the impression. If the effect is of finding in structure, there was less contact of the skin in the surface. A highly excited and nervous person will usually.
So, first po dyan is yung first factor po na pwedeng maka-apekto po sa fingerprint is yung climate po. Kumbaga, exposure to the environmental element will effectively destroy the quality of the elements. Kumbaga, na-expose po siya sa araw, kumbaga sa ulan, sa matinding init po, or sa hangin. Mas madali pong ma-destroy po yung fingerprint and hindi na po siya pinag-evident for presentation po. So, number 2 is subject factors of physical characteristics of the individual. So, second is nasabi lang po na subject factors or the physical characteristics of the individual also affect the appearance of fingerprint. For example, studies have shown that younger females may have finer ridge patterns compared to males. However, this is not reliable basis for identification because ridge thickness can vary with age and physical activity. So, individuals who perform manual labor may develop stronger or more pronounced ridges. Their face is not significantly acceptable to determine the sex based on the fingerprint characteristics over the characteristics. So, moreover, the way a person touches an object also influences the result of it. So, light contrast may produce pain and fine ridge impression, while firmer contact result in clear and more detailed shapes. So,
So, number 6, nature of the surface that the fingerprint live on a smooth, non-porous surface like glass, metal, ceramic, or any real from a layer laser. Useful is longer than those techniques. Increase on the porous surfaces as fabric, unpolish, wood, paper, and other surface objects. From this period of surfaces is everything that is witnessed. Of that is mentioned video, but it is impossible to compare that this characteristic applies to the nature of the city surface.
So, sinasabi naman po dyan, kapag yung ating print po ay nakita ko sa smooth surface and non-porous surface, for example po sa glass, metal, or ceramic, or ano po, sinasabi po dyan na magagamit po siya ng mas matagal kasi yung mga bagay po niya is hindi sila nag-absorb ng residue and hindi po sila nag-absorb ng residue. Hindi po ako nagpunta ng mga surface po. Rough surface and more surface like fabric paper. Unpolished wood is simply absorbed fingerprint residue. It is impossible, no longer clear and analyze which characteristics need for identification.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nagana Pinagito. I am the lesson for my topic is automated fingerprint identification system or AFIS. So, category of existing unauthorized database. So, sa number 1 po is yung i-confirm mo yung mga fingerprint na against doon sa existing friend database. So, and sa number 2 naman is yung nakuha doon sa crime scene is i-compare doon sa nakuha fingerprint doon sa database. And number 3 naman, ito yung latent friend na fingerprint is i-compare doon sa hindi pa nasa-solve na crime doon sa database. And number 4, ito yung i-compare doon sa mga hindi pa nasa-solve na crime about sa So next is the purpose of the equipment. So the application system used by the law enforcement to identify people through their fingerprint. So it helps to the investigator to identify, search, and match the fingerprint quickly. So that's I don't know, but do you have any idea what the importance of this equipment?
According to your report, office is important because fingerprint is very unique to every individual or every person. So that using office, investigator can identify the suspect.
So next po is the fingerprint identification. So there are 2 types of fingerprint identification. The first is fingerprint identification. So ito po ay ginagamit sa pag-identify sa pag-confirm ng identity and criminal tourist ng suspect. And then number 2 naman, ito yung latent friend na ginagamit ito yung fingerprint na nakuha doon sa crime scene para ma-identify yung suspect. So next is the Yes. So next one is multiplicity of evidence. So what is multiplicity evidence? Law of multiplicity of evidence states that the greater number of similarities or dissimilarities, the greater is the probability for the multiplicity. So what si Sulosa, ano po yung idea mo?
Smile ka muna, anak.